If our lives were a video game, would we care how much the process hurts? Would we care how much time the process takes? Right? We're just there for the fun of it, right? We're doing it just because, oh, I want to get to the next level. I want to get my character from point A to point B as fast as possible. Okay, I want you to actually take a moment for a second with me. Close your eyes. No, that sounds weird, but close your eyes for a second. Now visualize where you are right now. Are you happy with your current situation? Are you happy with the things that you're doing? Are you actively working towards your goals? Do you feel like you're actually accomplishing anything in your life? At least, at the very, very least, imagine yourself for a second and ask yourself, are you moving forward at all? And I'm not saying like moving forward necessarily just to your goals, but are you like even just moving forward? Do you feel like you're progressing at all in life? All of us find ourselves in this trap every single day where we are distracted. Whether it's for 15 minutes, 5 minutes, maybe 2 hours, maybe in fact the whole entire day. We've got so much time on our hands within like these short periods of our day that we somehow default to wasting that time. And we waste it in so many different ways, so many different means, watching YouTube videos, watching TikTok, watching, going on Snapchat and trying to find out what everybody else is up to. I mean, none of your life is actually even about your life. It's about everybody else's. And in so many ways, that should be discomforting. But we've normalized this idea that it's okay to waste time. We've normalized this idea that we should indulge in temptation. We've normalized this idea that whatever we do, as long as we're happy, it's good. Sure, it's great to be happy, absolutely, but we also need to think about, like, for a second, even though it's making us happy, is it helping us to progress? I could spend 2 hours on YouTube watching car videos, and I'd absolutely love it. I would enjoy it. I'd think it's so much fun. And ultimately, by the end of it, I'd say, oh, that was really satisfying. But what was accomplished? Yeah, you could argue, yeah, well, it's about learning, right? And, learning's a great thing, but nothing about what I'm trying to achieve has to do with cars. Your life is a video game. It really is. And visualizing where we are in our current state is so important. It's like switching to third person. Now, that's where it gets a little crazy. If our lives were a video game, would we care how much the process hurts? Would we care how much time the process takes? Right? We're just there for the fun of it, right? We're doing it just because, oh, I want to get to the next level. I want to get my character from point A to point B as fast as possible. You don't mess around. You don't, I mean, maybe sometimes you look around, you enjoy the scenery. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I'd say that's extremely progressive. It's contemplation. It's realization. That's where inspiration comes from. But our life is really one of the greatest, most complex video games ever. It's an open world. The world is literally our oyster, prepped and ordained for us to wake up in the morning and manage our day-to-day tasks and progress to become better, to reach the next level. Now, I don't know anything about soccer, but you think about Messi. Is it Lionel Messi? Is that his name? Do you think when Messi walks onto that field, do you think his life is average? Do you think in his mind, life is an average thing? This is just something I do. It's a routine. I don't think so. What about Ronaldo? I'm not a soccer guy. I know nothing about soccer. When he walks onto the field, do you feel like he thinks, I'm just an average person doing average things? I would honestly say that none of them feel that way. In fact, to them, when they walk on that field, they say, I am Ronaldo. I'm not an average person. I am Ronaldo. And the same should be for you. Who are you? Who are you trying to become? Are you here to become some average person? Without an idea of who you are trying to become, this main character you are trying to craft and forge through your life, what value do you have? Who are you to you? Are you even providing an opportunity of growth? Life is a video game, and you got to really step back and look at yourself in third person. Imagine yourself. Think about it. Close your eyes, and everybody can do this. I want you to leave your body and just imagine yourself in the current situation. I'm sitting on the couch, talking to the camera, holding a mic. What are you doing? Close your eyes and imagine that for a second. You are now in the third person, viewing yourself from the perspective of someone who is spectating, from the perspective of the player, maybe even from the perspective of God. I would level and I would say that this is not the perspective of just those things. This is the perspective of your spirit. Seeing your physical form, separating the spirit from the body, and seeing yourself as the player would see the character. If I were to evaluate and take that moment to close my eyes and step into third person every once in a while, I could evaluate and I could decide, is what I'm doing actually beneficial? I could easily say that I'm wasting my time right here talking to this camera. This is no value for me. I'm done. But if I close my eyes and I switch in that third person, I don't see that that is the case. I see that I don't know, maybe helping someone right now. I see I'm getting to talk to my friend right here who I've been so excited to talk to. And I'm getting to share, even just for me, my journal entry. Progress has become so important to me. When we live our lives, we shouldn't live our lives mundanely. We shouldn't do things just because we got to get them done. Yeah, we have a lot of things we need to get done. Otherwise, our day doesn't progress. But really, I'm doing these things because I'm trying to become the best version of me. I'm trying to become not just Gabe. I'm trying to become the Gabriel. The one and only Gabriel. How does God see you? What value does he see within you? If we could understand from the third perspective of who we really are, we would stop at nothing to achieve it. Life is a video game and you need to level up. You've got tasks, challenges, hardships, but ultimately none of it matters because the end goal is far greater. I think about Jim Carrey in Hollywood, right? There was a time when he was a lot younger and he wanted so badly to become successful. He wanted so badly to become this great actor, this achiever, this influence to the modern society. He wrote himself a check. I can't remember exactly how much for. I believe it was somewhere around $10 million. He wrote himself a check for $10 million. Kind of crazy. And every single night he would drive up to, I can't remember where, I think it was the Hollywood sign, and he would look over the city and he would imagine himself as though he was in the situation he was trying to achieve. As if he was this $10 million man. Not too much longer. A few more years, a couple more gigs. Consistent effort led him to one thing, and that was one of the greatest dreams he had ever had. And it was that $10 million check. Our lives are in the process of being written. We choose whether or not we want to move forward or stay in the same place. Heck, we can decide I can decide if I want to just degress. I could waste all of this potential, spend hours on YouTube, watching shorts, going on TikTok, scrolling on Instagram, observing the lives of others and the success I will never experience. I could smoke. I could drink. I could stop praying to my Father in heaven who loves me and wants everything for me. I could stop going to church every Sunday. I could stop waking up on time. I could stop doing things that ultimately make me a happier person. I could stop going to the gym every single day. Why would I stop these things? Well, I'm not seeing progress. I'm going to the gym every day and I'm not feeling any bigger. I'm pretty skinny still. I can't gain weight. But why would I stop? The progress is coming forth. I mean, the dream, the miracle of my life is in preparation in these coming days. If I were to stop moving forward, I would fall into a deep, dark hole it gives no promise of recovery. It gives no promise of hope. My friend, your life is a movie. It's a video game. It is a story in the process of writing. Step into the third perspective. See yourself from the bird's eye. See yourself from the spirit. See yourself from the eyes of God. And ask yourself, am I doing what I need to be doing to become the greatest version of myself tomorrow? I promise you. In my own life, when I started to step back and observe from that third person perspective, I did change overnight. That next morning, I was a completely different person. And I mean it, I'm not lying, I'm not just saying this. You can change immediately. I wasn't progressing before. I wasn't moving forward. What changed? I just decided to take the first step. It was just one step every single day, 1% better every single day. And by the end of the year, I was unrecognizable to myself. It was unimaginable, the miracles, the blessings that came forth in my own life just from taking one step forward. That's all I invite you to do, is take one step. Watch another video. My name is Gabriel Bowman, and I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe, like, and comment. Love you.